Okay, we are live. Let's see. Okay. Hello, hello. I see people coming in. Good morning. Oh man, it's been a while since I've been live on YouTube, and I'm trying to find all the things. Okay. Give me a second here. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Give me a sec while I set this up. Give people a minute to trickle in. How is everyone doing this morning? Trying to get my water in. Good morning, good morning. All right. Okay, so the numbers I can see numbers of you all, but then when I click on participants, it's not giving me all the same information. So we're just gonna go with what we got. Well, I can see up here anyway. Okay. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Monday morning show on YouTube. I'm really, really excited to start this up again. It's been a while. You didn't have to work last night. That's awesome. So I hope you got to rest. Excuse me while I put lotion on. My hands are super dry. I am so glad that, I hope you got some downtime. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to keep this really simple. And it might morph or, evolve over time. But we are going to do a little devotional because this is YouTube and not Mighty Networks. I was pretty sure that I can't just read a devotional book. So we're going to do Bible reading just so that we're safe. And then we'll do a little bit of sort of getting to know you type activity, and then talk about our priorities for the day, or for the week rather, and then go from there. So I am going to read a psalm just to get us started. So this is a book called, it's just Psalms of the Bible. And it's kind of fun because it has the Psalms in the Christian Standard Version and then in the King James. So you can read both at any time. And it's not just from the book of Psalms, but also Psalms in other places, like even the New Testament. There are some in Isaiah, Zechariah, 1st and 2nd Samuel, because all the Psalms are not just in the book of Psalms. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to get us started by reading Psalm 1. I'm just going to start at the very beginning. Psalm 1, this is in the CSB, like I said, and the title that this translation gives it is The Two Ways. Psalm 1, it says, how happy is the one who does not walk in the advice of the wicked, or stand in the pathway with sinners, or sit in the company of mockers. Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instruction, and he meditates on it day and night. He is like a tree planted beside flowing streams that bears its fruit in due season, in its season. Okay, I was raised on the King James, and so sometimes if I read something and my brain is familiar with it, it might come out in the King James. Anyway, I'm going to start again. Verse 3. He is like a tree planted beside flowing streams that bears its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. The wicked are not like this. Instead, they are like chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand up in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to ruin. So that is Psalm 1. I hope that gives us encouragement just to know that it's not that God has like this reward system of well, if you're good, then I'll be good to you, and if you're bad, I'll be bad to you. It's more like God has promised, God has intended for people to be righteous and to be good, especially to one another, and to love Him above all. And when we live in that vein, then we're living within the will of God, and He will bless that. Now, sometimes the wicked or people who don't live in that vein, who don't desire to do good or to love their neighbor as themselves, sometimes they do get blessed too. Sometimes they prosper. But when all is said and done, in the end of it all, the Lord definitely does bless those who love and follow and serve Him and are good to their fellow men. So it should be good encouragement for us. So that was Psalm 1 again from the CSB. And I really like this volume. I found it randomly at a store and got it. And again, it's just, here we go. The first half is all of the Psalms of the Bible in the CSB, and then the second half is in the King James. So it's just a little nifty volume there. So anyway, all right, let me know. I have no idea how many of us are actually here. So if you could just throw an emoji or a hi or something in the chat, let me know you're here. I do see messages from Jennifer and Alma, but if there's anybody else on the line, that's so old. If there's anybody else on the live, let me know. Just throw something in the chat so I know how many people are here. And while you're doing that, if you're able, I'm going to grab our first little activity. Did I grab? I did. Okay. Anybody? There we go. Good morning. Oh, I have a little, oh, cool. This is like blocking. There's this little emoticon menu that I have that's kind of like blocking my comments. Good morning. Is that Montana? Do I have that correct? Montana? Okay. So I have a question for you all, and this is just for fun, okay? This is just to have a little bit of fun. I have a question, and just let me know in the comments. If you, or the chat rather, in the chat, if you're watching the replay, you can totally answer this in the comments even after the fact. If you could instantly be an expert in any one subject, what would it be? If you could instantly be an expert at any one subject, what would it be? You don't have to practice to get to that level. You don't have to wait so many years or whatever. If you could instantly be an expert in something, what would it be? I have something on my jacket. What would you choose? For me, that's bothering me. I'm sorry. For me, gosh, it would probably be an instrument, horsemanship. Ooh, that sounds like fun. The Bible, yeah. If I were to choose something, okay, I'm going to say if you want to be expert at the Bible, let's say that's a given. If you care about the Bible, if you like the Bible, if you love reading the Bible, let's say that's a given. Kind of like, who can you not wait to see in heaven? Let's say Jesus is a given, right? Who else would it be? So I'm going to say, yes, I would love to be an expert at the Bible. But after that, I think I would choose an instrument. My first thought would be like the piano, because I used to play and I'm very, very rusty. But I think I would choose a different instrument, like I think I would choose the guitar. I think that'd be fun. Gardening, awesome. Something to do with health, like doctor of some kind to help someone. That would be really cool. Oh, it would be really cool to like instantly be a great doctor. That would carry with it a lot of responsibility, but that'd be really awesome to be instantly expert in a field like that. Ooh, it might be kind of fun. Maybe like law. I know that's really weird, but now that you're thinking of like, Abby, you said something that's vocational, like big vocational. My big vocational thing might be law, because there's a part of me that thinks being a lawyer would be really cool. Okay. Or counseling. All right, now this has really got me thinking. Okay, moving on. Again, if you're watching the replay, you can absolutely answer this. Okay, so it's Monday. It's early Monday morning. Your husband loves the law, but he didn't do it. Oh man, it's very interesting. I mean, our justice system, every system in our country has flaws and challenges, but I think because I tend toward like I like legal thrillers when it comes to entertainment, both like books and television, and so there's something about the court drama, like the courtroom drama, that just fascinates me. I know that like actually being a lawyer is not just maybe what you might see in a courtroom, but just that the defense of justice and all that would be, I don't know, it's fascinating to me. Okay, so it is early Monday morning. I don't know how long everybody's been up, but it's early Monday morning. I don't know if anybody's thought about this, but do you know, according to like what you have on your plate for the week, do you know what your top priorities are? When we used to do the Monday morning show, we used to pick three top priorities off of our to-do list if it was potentially already written. And so what do you already know? 3 things that need to happen this week for you to count it as a success. They don't have to be big things. They can be small things. But like, if I can just get these things done, the week would be a success. And I did my little planning session. I did like a little planning session last night before I went to bed, but I have not yet picked my top 3. So I'm going to do it off the cuff, on the fly, off the cuff, and see if I can't come up with something. And if you don't have it yet, no worries, but this is just your cue to think of the 3 things that you want to get done that would make this week a success. For me, so I'll just let you in on a little secret. It's not that big a deal, but we finally took our Christmas tree down yesterday. Because I was going to take it down. I was going to take it down before Epiphany, and then I was going to take it down like right after Epiphany or on Epiphany, and then it didn't happen. I got sick, and then I was just lazy. So we finally got our tree down, and I need to. It's in like its original box. I'm seeing your comments go in. It's in its original box, but the box, like, it's time to put it in a tree bag. So a tree bag should be coming in from Amazon today. That's one of the things that we're going to get done. It's going to go in storage. Let's see. Hello, Cindy. Hello. Okay, Katrina, you say consistent starting of homeschool each day. Awesome. Yay, homeschooling. I was homeschooled. And I remember those. I remember that. Getting dressed and getting homeschool started. A little bit of your housework list each day. Yes. Okay, I'm glad you said that. I have something to say about that. Do your walks and workouts. Yes, very nice. And you got a new dog, so that's a great motivation to go walking. That's awesome. We're actually getting some unseasonably warm weather this week, like in the 70s. It'll go back down to the 50s again, but I should probably take advantage of the fact that it's a beautiful sunshiny day and I need to go out for a walk. So right there with you. Jennifer, prepare paperwork for an upcoming appointment, organize your office, and prepare for taxes. Oh, tax paperwork is coming in. I'm right there with you. I need to start. That'll be, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that this week because it's going to give me anxiety and I don't have all the paperwork yet. So I'm going to put that off until like next, maybe the first or second week of February. I've got a great big calendar over there. That's why I'm looking over there. Organize your office. I need to do a little bit of that too, but I'm going to put it off till next month. But awesome list. Bible study, yes. Sort out bills and sorting out your son's homeschool workout. Awesome. How many? So we've got at least 2 homeschool mamas here. That is awesome. I 100%, I mean, however people decide to educate their children is wonderful. I just have a soft space in my heart for homeschoolers because I was one. Edit Cornerstone, create content plan, and create cleaning plan. Yeah, so we're talking about cleaning here, housework. That's also on my list. I am terrible at, I hate saying this, but I am terrible at my housework, my cleaning schedule, because I think part of it is, I think it's twofold. Number one, just it's a discipline problem, right? It's a discipline problem. I need to turn off this feature on my computer. Jennifer, it's happening again. I need to turn off this feature. Apparently there's a feature on my computer that will do emoticons and all different kinds of stuff when I'm doing video. Anyway, I need to turn it off. But yeah, one is it's just a discipline problem. And 2, because we don't have children, it's like I don't have to think outside of just, well, my husband and I can deal with it. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to think about anybody else. Anyway. Okay, so here we go again. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to stop using my hands. So the cleaning schedule for me is also on my list. I got a whole bunch done over the last few days as far as cleaning, like mopping the floor and like vacuuming the rug and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I just need to be better about it. Laundry is the only thing I'm pretty good at because you kind of need clothes. Alma, you said Bible study. Yes. Decide on health. Are you researching health insurance? Is that what you're saying? And then change the sheets. I just took my sheets off the bed to wash today. Awesome. You homeschooled high school. Awesome. And your kids are being homeschooled. That's awesome. Did I know that, Jennifer? I don't know if I knew that. That's awesome. Great. So y'all have your priorities. I think I'm going to say that mine are choose a cleaning schedule, like start putting that in my planner. I also I want to drink a smoothie every day. Like we meal prepped last week and it was great, but I did not get enough. Like I was eating fresh fruits, but not enough. I need to get more produce in. And so we have like frozen berries and I freeze bananas and I need to start using that. To turn off the gesture feature. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that because I really need to do that. All right. So cleaning schedule, drink smoothies, which feels like a little thing, but it's a big thing. And I'm trying to decide if I should choose like a personal thing, like working out or walking. I need to walk every day, or a work thing. I'll get back to you on that third one. So next Monday, remember what you said your priorities were, okay? Remember what you said your priorities were, because next Monday, we're going to go over and see how you did. We're going to review and see how you did. So I'm writing what I'm choosing now. It's going to go in my planner. I just don't have my weekly one in front of me. So smoothies. I'm actually doing pretty good about my Bible reading. That's been going really, really well. So I don't have to put that on my top priority. It's already a thing. Cleaning schedule. And that's going to include putting that tree up. And then when I say up, I mean away, not setting it back up. And then I'll pick a third one. I'll get back to you on that. I have a list of to-do items that I need to go through and prioritize. Okay, awesome. Very good. So my next question. So we talked about what would you do? And if you didn't, you just wrote it in your planner. Awesome. Very, very good. Good, good, good. This is great. So when you come to the Monday morning show, be prepared to write things down. Be prepared to write things down in your planner or in a notebook or on a to-do list, whatever it is. Be prepared to write things down. Okay, so and we'll go over it next week. See how you did. And again, if you missed it, the question that I asked earlier was if you could be an expert at anything, anything at all, immediately expert at, what would it be? If you didn't answer that before, while you're doing that, I'm going to grab our cards so we can talk about our challenge for the week. We haven't done this in so long, and I'm so excited to pick a challenge for the week. So how this works is it's a very simple thing you can put on your to-do item. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. I'm screenshotting that now. Okay, thank you. We're gonna pick a very simple thing that you can do most of the time. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of the time. It does not require spending any money. And I just found one. And you put it on your to-do list for the week, and then you get it done. Okay, so here's our challenge. This is a wellness challenge, okay? And by the way, if you didn't know, these come from Cultivate What Matters. This is their wellness action ideas deck. So they have a wellness one. They have a faith one that I also have. I'm pretty sure they have a parenting one. And then they also have, I think it's parenting, wellness, and faith. They may have another one that I can't remember. If anybody's interested, let me know and I'll send you a link. Or you can just go to cultivatewhatmatters.com and search their shop. Anyway, so this is a wellness one, and this has to do with mindset, okay? So we often talk about how oh man, I want to eat better, or I want to work out, or I want to, get my yearly exam at the doctor's, my yearly checkup at the doctor's or something. I want to figure out what's going on with my hormones, or I want to take supplements, or whatever it is. I want to figure out why I'm in pain in my back or whatever. But sometimes it's hard to actually get those things done. Part of the reason is we may not have our mindset clued in, right? Yes, they're amazing, Alma. And we've been using them in the old Monday morning show. We would use them every time. And so again, I should have had a link ready, but yeah, they're super easy. I am an affiliate, and so as an affiliate marketer, I'm supposed to give you an affiliate link. But you know what? I don't have time for that. So we're just gonna, we're just gonna give it to you without it. So I don't forget. Give me just a second. Cultivate What Matters. And we're gonna go to accessories. No, just kidding. We're gonna go to, they have a Valentine's collection, you guys. I haven't even seen any of this. I haven't even seen any of this. Okay. And you guys, Valentine's is my favorite after Christmas. February is my favorite. Okay. There's a link if you're interested. And they're on sale, $18. Faith action card deck, parenting action card deck, wellness action card deck. And then they have a conversation card deck, which we also used in the Monday morning show before. It looks like this. And this is really fun because you can use this at the dinner table. You can use this if you're doing a game night with friends, whatever it is. It comes with a little dice, and then it has different categories. So these are all fun. And yeah, they're just really, really fun to use. So have at it. Okay. So mindset. Sometimes we want to do things. Sometimes we have best intentions, but maybe we haven't clued our brains into it yet, or our brains aren't, don't have the focus. And when I say brains, you can think something, but you still may have some feelings about why this won't work, or why I'm not capable, or why I can't do this, or whatever. So we just have to tweak the mindset a bit, okay? So here's the challenge. Okay, write this down. Here's the challenge. Define what good health means to you. Spend a few minutes brainstorming, and then write it down somewhere where you can see it each day. A great way to do this, let me see if I have one on me. A great way to do this is to take a giant sticky note, something like this, write down what good health means to you, and then pop it on your bathroom mirror. So you can see it every morning when you're doing your hair or your makeup or brushing your teeth or putting your contact lenses in, whatever you do. So you can see it every day. Okay? And it doesn't have to be anything complex. It doesn't have to be profound. Whatever good health means to you, write it down and then put it somewhere where you can see it. Isn't that good? Because again, sometimes, like, I know I'm supposed to eat well. I know I'm supposed to work out. I know that if I stretched more often, I probably wouldn't, I wouldn't have as many flexibility issues or, whatever it is. But good health overall includes more than just eating well and moving. It includes sleep. It includes taking breaks from media and screens. It includes our mental health. What are we doing to make sure that emotionally we're okay and mentally we're okay? And if I do have a problem, that I'm seeking help for it when I can. Like, this is all encompassing. So it includes, this may be a bit of a stretch, but it also, not a stretch like thematically, but if we're only focusing like on our physical well-being, it might be a bit of a stretch, but also includes our relationships, right? Because if we're placing ourselves in toxic spaces or toxic situations that we have the ability to like move from, that's going to affect our health. So anyway, all of these things, define it, put it on a piece of paper. If it's a sticky note, go right on your mirror. If you need to tape it up, put on your mirror, your dash. If you spend a lot of time in your car, put it on your dashboard, whatever it needs to be so that you can remember it. And then next week, I'll ask you guys, how did this go? Did you write it down? Did you write it down? Good health is very multifaceted. It's very multifaceted. And I think perhaps we might only focus on parts of it, but not the whole thing. And that's where we might be shortchanging ourselves when we don't think about the whole thing. So in other words, you might be eating well and not exercising. You may be eating well, exercising, but placing yourself in unhealthy relational situations or social situations. You see? So yeah, this is just something to help give us a little bit of direction and focus. You want good health because, or this is what good health looks like. And then from there, you can make decisions about how that might work when you're writing down your plans in your planner, or when you're making decisions with your family, or when you're choosing self-care activities and things like that. So, all right. So I hope that is helpful. Again, next week, we will check on how you did with your priorities. So make sure you have them written down. We'll check how you did with the challenge for the week. And then we'll check on, what else will we check on? That's it. Those are the two things that we'll definitely check on. Now I want to know, again, if you did not answer the question, the icebreaker question, if you could be expert at anything, what would it be? You still can totally answer that in the chat if you'd like. Okay, last but not least, in the old Monday morning show, I would ask, what are you listening to? And you can answer with what you're listening to. I am so sorry, you guys. This is the first Monday morning show in a long time. I'm working out the kinks. I'm getting my flow, my groove. I'll have it together next week. Okay. Anyway, this time around, instead of me asking you what you're listening to, I'm going to ask you what you're loving right now. What are you loving right now? Something good. It can be, I'm loving the fact that I meal prepped this weekend. I'm loving the fact that I'm listening to my favorite podcast. I'm loving the fact that the sun is shining. Whatever it is, what are you loving right now? It can be a few things. It can be one thing. Let me know in the chat. What are you loving right now? For me, I'm loving that we have sunshine. It's making this whole day Just start off on the right foot. I love that we're having sunshine. I love that. I'm listening to back episodes of the Next Right Thing podcast with Emily P. Freeman. One of the reasons why I love her podcast is because I love her voice. I love her speaking voice. She just has such a gentle speaking voice. And not her latest, but one of her recent podcast episodes at the beginning of the month was so beautiful. It was about how to walk into January. And I know we're at the end of January, but if you listen to podcasts and you're interested, I'm just going to put her name in here so you can check it out. Emily P. Freeman, the Next Right Thing podcast. And the episode was like 309, maybe, something like that. And it was how to walk into January as a soul minimalist. I apparently can't spell minimalist. It's minimalist. You all, it's early. Okay. You would be an expert on the spirit-mind connection. Okay, I like that. Katrina, you are trying to catch as many sunrises and sunsets as you can this year. It's been good for your mental health and sleep. That is great. I love that. I love that. We pop that podcast in there. You are loving one-on-one time one-on-one time with your grandkids. Love that. And you're loving the Daily Grace Co. Behold study. So am I. You all. It's still just January. Got to give a plug. It's still just January. There's still time to join. This is the Behold Bible study, Bible reading study guide, Bible reading guide from the Daily Grace Co. for their year in the Bible plan. It's taking us just through the New Testament in 2024. And Jennifer says she's loving it. I'm loving it too. I've been most consistent. This is the most consistent I've been in a while with my daily reading. And so if you're interested, check it out. Daily Grace Co. Bible in 1 year, or a year in the Bible. Behold. There are 4 volumes altogether, and it's going to take us through the New Testament. All right, what else do we have? You're loving that you can choose healthy menu. I love that. You're listening to Made for This with Jenny Allen and Christian Jazz. That's right. We were talking, or you sent me a message about that. I still forgot to look that up, but thank you for reminding me. That's beautiful. You are loved that broccoli is coming out in your garden. That is awesome. You guys, gardening, Jennifer mentioned this earlier about gardening. She would like to be an expert in gardening. So would I, honestly. We've done like herb gardening for a while. It's a discipline to take care of your garden. And I have some thoughts of what I want to do this year when the time comes, but man, I would just love, we live in a rental. It's kind of hard. You have to be a little bit more, you have to make different decisions when it comes to gardening in your backyard when you're in a rental. But that's awesome. That is so good. Okay, very, very good. Oh, Katrina wants to know, you're in Texas, Alma? So am I. I didn't know broccoli would come out this time. That is so cool. Okay. Now I need to know all the things. All right. I need to do some gardening research starting next month. I need to put that on my list of things to do. Research. Not really research, but just like planning. I know the basics of gardening, but like, you know, I need to dig my heels in a little bit more. Okay. So we're loving that. Oh, also, I got up this morning at 6. I had to drop off something at my husband's job, which is like 20 minutes away. So that kind of bit into my morning today, but that's fine. But when I got up, I played classical music as I was getting, showered and whatnot. It was still dark outside. It was quiet. And it was just very nice. I had my classical music going. I had to wake up and like be out of the house sooner than I wanted to. So it was kind of jarring, but it just felt calm and peaceful. I took the sheets off my bed. I cracked open a window to get some fresh air in. Like sometimes I'm going so fast that I don't slow down enough to just enjoy the mundane. There is much to be enjoyed, even in the mundane, even in the things that maybe we take for granted or don't even like. Like, I don't like doing dishes or cleaning the bathroom. But if I'm just like present and allow my thoughts to do their thing and not like constantly be like on my phone or listening to something and just let my thoughts be quiet, it's actually really enjoyable. Who knew? Who knew? Okay. You have that podcast queued up. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Emily P. Freeman's podcast is amazing. I love it. Her book, The Next Right Thing, is amazing. And she's about to launch a new book in March. I think it's being published in March, called How to Walk into a Room, which I cannot wait for. I'm waiting for my husband's paycheck to land so I can pre-order it. Anyway, but yeah, How to Walk into a Room. And it's basically about how to know when you might need to leave a room you've been in. And by room, it could be like situation, relationship, job, whatever. And then how to walk into one. So how to leave and how to enter. And I think that that's a really great thing to consider. So I'm really looking forward to that. Your winter garden has cauliflower, cabbage, and broccoli. That's so great. I like all three of those things. Okay, well, these are things I need to think about. Okay, so we know what we're loving. We know what our priorities are. We read Psalm 1, which talked about the righteous and how God visits the righteous, and what's the word I'm looking for? What awaits the wicked? So it should keep us humble. It should keep us focused on what's important. Let me make sure that I got everything. Let's see. Challenge of the week. We've got that down. Again, define what health or good health means to you. Put it somewhere where you can see it. I think that is it. Let me ask one more question, and then we're going to have a prayer. Let me ask one question, two questions. One question. In one word, not two, not four, one word. Tell me how you're feeling. In one word, tell me how you're feeling. It can be positive, it can be negative. My one word, and it's hard for me to just pick one. I'm tired. That's my one word. I'm tired. Now, if I could expand on that, I would say I'm tired but grateful, or I'm tired but happy. But just one, I am very happy. I'm in a good mood, but I am tired. Healthier. Awesome. Good. Awesome. What else we got? Healthier and good. I would love to know, Katrina. You said healthier. Alive is a wonderful, wonderful word. I teach the like the preteens at my church, and I had two guys, two boys at first that came in my class first. And I said, so what's going on? How was your week? How are you feeling? Or tell me something good. 1 second. So sorry. And the one kid said, I didn't die. And I said, honey, that's a wonderful thing. Breathing is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I'm glad you're here. Alive, shalom, peace. I love that. I love that. Awesome, awesome. By the way, we are going to have prayer. I'm going to let you guys go. It's 8:41. By the way, in regards to shalom, did you know that let me just say it. Did you know that Solomon's name means peace? I knew that before, but I recently learned that in the Song of Solomon, the Shulamite woman, Shulamite, when translated, is the female version of peace. I did not know that until just recently. If you're interested in that kind of thing, the Bible Project podcast, not the channel on YouTube, but the podcast, which does also post the podcast episodes too sometimes. But on their podcast, they do a series on the wisdom literature, and they do a whole episode on the Song of Solomon. You guys, super interesting. So, Bible Project podcast, search for the wisdom literature series. It's been a while. Like, you have to kind of go back in the archives, but look up their Song of Solomon episode. I would recommend the entire series because they go through and talk about what wisdom literature is and kind of how it starts out with themes in Genesis 1 and 2 and 3. So kind of like where it gets its start, and then how we should see it in the rest of the Bible. And then like go through, they talk about Proverbs and I think Ecclesiastes at that point. Job also, but the Song of Solomon episode is really interesting because we don't often talk about that book because it feels a little risque, but it's beautiful. So check it out. Okay, let's have prayer. Normally, I'm going to, like, moving forward, I will ask for prayer requests, but because I ran a little long this morning and I'm just getting settled in, I'm just going to pray over silent requests this morning. I know we probably have a lot going on. Oh yeah, I wanted to know, Katrina, why, thank you so much for saying that. Why do you say healthier? Like healthier as opposed to like you're feeling better because you made what change? Like I want to understand why you said healthier as opposed to just healthy. Excuse me. In fact, here we go. If you guys are okay with this, Katrina, go ahead and type in your answer. If anybody does have a prayer request, go ahead and type. Oh, never mind. Sorry, guys. You've had a long journey finding out about foods that caused your body to be inflamed. Inflammation, you all. Inflammation. Most of us are inflamed. I mostly eat carnivorously or meat, right? And some fruits and fermented vegetables. Pain and brain fog are gone and you have better energy. That is awesome. That is so good. Brain fog. Cindy and I were talking about this last week. Brain fog is mess you up. Mess you up. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're feeling better. And I hope that you continue on the journey to health, to better and better health, so we can all be, so that you can be healthier. And I hope and pray that we all take steps to be healthier. That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to do a blanket prayer. I know the Lord knows what's on our hearts, and so I'm just going to pray over that and send us on our way for a good rest of our week. So bow your heads with me if you're able. If you're driving, please do not bow your heads. Just pray in your heart. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this beautiful day, this brand new Monday where we have another chance yet again to face our challenges, to do the work that is before us, to serve our families, to love our people, our friends and families, to work with one another, to love you, and to have another opportunity to grow in our relationship with you, in our walk with you, so that we can be more like Jesus, so that we can grow in discernment, so that we can be a blessing and a light to those around us. I pray for every person who is here on this call, for anybody who is also watching this live stream at a later time in the replay. I ask that you would bless their households, that you would be with all of their situations, both spoken and unspoken in their lives, the things they talk about and the things that they keep to themselves. Father, you know every single situation, and you know all the needs, and you know all the desires. And I pray that if it is your will, that you would, in your time, that you would grant the requests. We know that you answer, even if it's not in the way that we would want. And so I ask that you would keep our hearts humble and keep our eyes open to see what you do have for us, even if that means a no or a not right now. Give us patience, give us endurance, give us discernment, so that we can walk step by step with you. And so that, again, we can be a blessing to those around us. Thank you so much for this privilege of getting to hang out together for a short time on a Monday morning across distances using technology. This is such a blessing, and I pray that you would be with each person and their week and help us as we try to stay focused, help us as we do our work, and just help us to keep you in the center of our line of sight. We thank you for all your blessings, and we pray all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen. Okay. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. For those of you in Club 119, I'll see you tonight. Or not. That's fine too. But I hope that you have a wonderful Monday, a great week. If you need anything from me, you know that you can find me. This is not Mighty Networks. So if you need me, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. In Instagram, you can send me an email. Instagram is probably better because I don't see all of my email right away. And I'm so glad that you're getting to join. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here, Katrina. I'm so glad you're here. And we miss you too. We miss you too, Cindy. Can't wait to get back into studying with you. And Jennifer, I'm so glad you're able to join. So anyway, have a wonderful Monday, a great rest of the week. If you need me, Instagram, messaging, email is fine. And the rest of you know all the places. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.